Welcome back to Sam's Watch Review. In this video, I will show you how to set and operate this watch, Casio G-Shock GD-400. Anyway, if you want to know more about this watch, you can check our review. I will put the link in the description. Okay, first, we will need to be in the timekeeping mode, and to do that, press the mode button several times until you get a high-pitched beeping sound. That one. Okay, and then next, if you want to show the serial name of this timekeeping mode, just press the adjust button once like this, and it will show the serial name on the top left of the display. Okay, now if you want to change the series, in this case we can set 4 series for the timekeeping, and to do that, press the forward button. So this one is T2, T3 and T4, and then the default series is the T1, and I will also show you how to change the series for the T1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now if you want to activate the demo mode or the auto display, you can press and hold the the forward button, and until it beeps, and then yes, like this, it will show T1, 2, 3 and 4 in sequence. And if you want to stop, you can also press the forward button and stop. Okay, now if you want to activate the backlight, easy, just press this one, the light button, like this. Okay, and if you want to activate the auto backlight, also easy, just press and hold the light button on the front until it shows LT on the display. So now if you move the display from a flat position to tilted position, the backlight will be active by itself. And let me deactivate. And to do that, also the same thing, press the light button on the front and hold until the LT indicator is not showing. Okay, now to do LCD check, you can press 3 buttons at the same time, adjust, mode and forward. So you might want to hold the watch in this position, and the trick is to press the adjust button a bit earlier and then the other two, like this. Okay, and then press the forward button to see the next LCD check screen, and then return to the timekeeping mode. Okay, now you can also activate the mute or the silent button operation, and to do that, press and hold the mode button. This one can be done in any mode, like this, until the mute indicator is active right here. And now if you press the mode button, it will not make any beeping sound. And to deactivate, also the same thing, you can press and hold the mode button, this one, until the mute indicator is not active. Okay, now let me return to the timekeeping mode. Yes, and then now let's set the time, date and so on in the timekeeping mode, and to do that, press and hold the adjust button from this timekeeping mode, okay, until the second is flashing or blinking like this. And then for this one, you can zero or you can reset the second by pressing the forward button. If it is 30 or more, it will become 0 with additional minute like this. And if it is 29 or less, it will become 0 without additional minute like this. Okay, now press the mode button and we are moving to the setting of the daylight saving. For this one, you can use the forward button to change to be on or off like this. Okay, and then press again the mode button, and now we are setting this one, the city or the time zone, and you can use these 2 buttons. Reverse button will move to the west, like this. Okay, and forward button will move to the east. So just select the city that you want to use as the time zone. Okay, now press the mode button and we are setting the hour. For this one, you can use the reverse button to decrease like this, and the forward button to increase like this. Okay, now press the mode button and we are setting the minute. Also the same thing, reverse button will decrease and the forward button will increase. Okay, press again the mode button, and now is the time format. You can change by pressing this one, the forward button on the lower right, this one, okay, 12-hour format, so 3 p.m. or this one, 24-hour format. Okay, now press again the mode button and we are setting the year. Same thing, using the reverse and forward button. Reverse button will decrease and forward button will increase. Next, press the mode button and we are now setting the month. Same thing, reverse button will decrease and forward button will increase. Again mode button, and now is the setting for the date. Also the same thing, reverse button will decrease and forward button will increase. Again mode button, and now is the setting for the backlight afterglow effect. So this one meaning that the backlight will stays on for 1.5 seconds. And if you want to change, press the forward button, and now it is 3 seconds. So whichever you want, I will just choose 3 seconds for now. Okay, and then press the mode button, and now is the setting for the flash alert. If you want to activate, just press the forward button, and yes, it will set as on or off. So I will set as on for now. Okay, and then press the mode button, and we return to the setting of the second. And if you're done with the setting for the time, date, and so on, you can press the adjust button, and yes, we have set the timekeeping for this watch. Okay, now we will also set the T2, 3, and 4. So for example, if you want to change the T2 to some other city, then preset, this one already set as NYC. Let's set this one or change this one, and to do that, press and hold the adjust button. So sorry, from the timekeeping mode, this one is the default timekeeping mode. You can press the forward button to move to T2, and then press and hold the adjust button on the top left. Okay, and now we can select the city using the reverse and forward button. Reverse will move to the west, okay, and then forward will move to the east. So let's say I want to set this one as, wait a moment, let's say, okay, I want to use this one, Singapore. So yes, done. And then after that, you can press the mode button, and we will set the daylight saving for that T2. In this case, Singapore. It's not using daylight saving, but if you want to activate, just this one, use the forward button to change the setting on or off. Okay, and then press the mode button, and now back to the selection of the city. And if you're done with the setting for this one, press the adjust button, and done for setting the T2. Also the same thing for T3 and T4, you can set by yourself. Okay, now if I want to swap T2 and T1, for example, if I fly from Indonesia to Singapore, I want to use Singapore as T1 or the default timekeeping. Then to do that, I will just need to select this one, T2, okay, using the forward button in the timekeeping mode, and then press this one, adjust and reverse at the same time. So now I get the timekeeping mode with Singapore as the T1, and then T2 is swapped as this one, PKK or Bangkok. And if I want to return, also the same thing, this one, T2, let me swap to become T1. So press the adjust and reverse button, and done. T1 is PKK and T2 back Singapore. Also the same thing with T3 and T4, you can swap to T1. So T2 to T1 or T3 and T1 or T4 and T1. Okay, and this feature will be very helpful for anyone who travels a lot. Okay, now let's move on to the next mode, and that is the world time. Press the mode button, and now WT, world time. For this one, you can change the city selection by using this reverse and forward button. So, okay, forward button will move to the east, and reverse button will move to the west. And also the same thing, if you want to use the city here to become the main city in T1, you can also press the adjust and reverse button like this. Okay, and yes, if you want to return, so let me show you. Now for the timekeeping mode, the city in T1 is this one, Cairo. Okay, now let me press the mode button and back to world time. Let's use PKK as the T1 again. So I just press the adjust and reverse button. And yes, one more thing, for the world time, you can activate the daylight saving for that city by press and hold the adjust button like this. So now for Cairo, in this watch, the daylight saving is active. And if you want to deactivate, also the same thing, press and hold the adjust button like this. Okay, now let's move on to the next mode, and that is the alarm. This watch has 5 alarms, and to select which alarm you want to set, you can press the forward button, so we can cycle through alarm number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one is the signal, hourly signal or hourly chime. So now let's start with the alarm number 1. So anyway, for alarm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is similar, and you can set one by one. And anyway, they have 3 options, so off, and then let me press the adjust button to show you. and then one time alarm, meaning that the alarm will goes off once and then after that it is not active. And then press again, this one is daily alarm. So okay, let me show you how to set alarm number 1. Let's say I want to use this as a wake up alarm at 5:30. So in this case, let me press the forward button to increase. So this one is the setting for the hour. You can use forward button to increase and reverse button to decrease. Okay, let's set 5:30. So this one is 5. And then press the mode button. Sorry. And this one is the minute. You can use these two buttons. So reverse will decrease and forward will increase. So let me press and hold. And it will speed up the increasing. Okay, now 5:30. And yes, if we press again, it will again selection of this one, the type of the alarm. So this one is a one-time alarm, meaning it will goes off once and then it will be off. Or you can press the forward button and now it is a daily alarm. So whichever you want, and if you're done with that setting, you can press the adjust button and done. And yes, anyway, from this view, you can also set the alarm type, so off, one time, daily alarm. For example, if you want the alarm to be active on Monday until Friday, but you want to deactivate on Saturday and Sunday, you can easily set to be off before Saturday and Sunday. Okay, and then for alarm number 2, 3, 4, 5, also the same thing. And one thing to note that there is no snooze alarm in this watch. Okay, and then the next one, signal. This one will give you a beeping sound every changing of the hour. So for example, 4 o'clock beep, 5 o'clock beep, and so on. To activate, press the adjust button on the top left. So this one is on and this one is off, whichever you want. So let me activate. And yes, on, and here also the signal indicator is active. Okay, another thing that we can do with the alarm mode is the alarm sound check. And to do that, press the forward button and you will get that beeping sound. So this one, the flash alert is active and you can see that the backlight is flashing together with the beeping. Okay, now let's move on to the next mode, and that is the timer. So let's set the timer. For example, if I want to set the timer for, let's say, 4 minutes, but let me show you, press the adjust button and hold. So now we can set, this one is for the hour. You can use the reverse button to decrease and forward button to increase. But let's set as 4 minutes, so meaning that the hour is 0, okay? And then press the mode button and now we are setting the minute. You can use forward button to increase and reverse button to decrease, okay? Let me set as 4 minutes. And then again mode button, and now is the setting of the second. You can use also the same two buttons. Reverse will decrease and forward will increase. And then done. Now return to the setting of the hour. And yes, if you have the number done, then press the adjust button and that's it. Anyway, for the timer, you don't have auto repeat option in this watch. And to start the timer, you can press the forward button. So it will run like this. This one is the hour, minute, second, and this is a tenth of a second. Okay, and if you want to pause, use the forward button. And if you want to reset, use the reverse button. Okay, now let's move on to the next mode, the last one, and that is the stopwatch. Actually, there are 3 methods to use the stopwatch, but I will show you 2 of the most common way. So first is the start stop as usual. Use the forward button to start, and then again to this one is for pausing, and then again continue, and then pause, okay, something like that. And then to reset, use the reverse button like this, okay. And then the next one is to use for split time. So press the forward button to start and then reverse button to get the split time like this, okay. And then now if you press again the reverse button, it will continue with the time that is running in the background. So if I press again the reverse button, I get another split time. And now it's still running in the background, so maybe it's already 18, 19, 20 seconds and so on. Yeah, like that. And if you want to stop, press the forward button and reset using the reverse button. And yes, let me get back to the timekeeping mode, okay. And that's all for the setting and operation of this watch, Casio G-Shock GD-400. If you have any question or if you want to add anything, just put in the comment below. It will be very helpful for me and also for the other viewers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Have a great day.